Good day, folks. Thank you for joining us here at Your Health. On today's program, we'll be taking your calls for the entire hour. Plus, we've gone through many of the emails and letters you sent us, and I will attempt to answer some of the most frequently asked questions we receive here. That's our concept for today, so get on the phone, give us a call. I'd love to talk to you. But first, let's go to our news. Let's see what's happening in the health world. Peaches, plums, and nectarines may be among the healthiest of all foods. New research from Texas A&M University finds the stone fruits, or fruits with a pit, including peaches, plums, and nectarines, contain all four subclasses of polyphenol antioxidants. The presence of all four polyphenol groups in one food greatly amplifies the stone fruit's health-promoting properties. The research team showed stone fruits contain polyphenolic compounds that help to prevent obesity, diabetes, oxidation of LDL cholesterol into heart disease-causing plaques, and calm inflammation. They were also able to show that each polyphenol subgroup works on different types of cells, such as fat cells, macrophages, and vascular endothelium. Examples of stone fruit includes plums and, of course, prunes, cherries, peaches, apricots, nectarines, mangoes, and even almonds. Yeah, almonds. Almonds are fruit. These fruits contain all four subclasses of polyphenol antioxidants, the anthocyanins, the chlorogenic acids, quercetin derivatives, and the catechins. Texas A&M researchers help us understand each of these subgroups work on different types of cells, such as fat cells, immune cells, and blood vessel cells. When these stone fruit antioxidant polyphenols are ingested, their synergistic effect helps us stay thin and avoid diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Folks, honestly, I cannot tell you how many people have told me that their secret to health and longevity has been eating a few prunes every day. Not only do they help to promote regularity, but as this research shows, they contain powerful antioxidants that help prevent disease. It's all starting to make sense now, isn't it? Did you know that your salad dressing can help your body absorb nutrients? New research from Purdue University finds salad dressing that contains monounsaturated oils, such as olive oil or canola oil, helps you absorb more of the good nutrition found in salads. Researchers found all types of salad dressing oils, saturated animal fat from butter, polyunsaturated oils from corn, or monounsaturated oils from olives or canola, help to increase the absorption of salad nutrients. However, just 3 grams of olive oil equaled 20 grams of corn oil in promoting absorption of salad nutrients. That's amazing, isn't it? What this study found was by putting just 1 teaspoon of olive oil on your salad, you can greatly increase the amounts of health-promoting carotenoids you absorb from salad. To equal the same amount of absorption from corn oil, you would have to add more than 2 tablespoons of corn oil. So by using olive oil on your salads, you save calories and you maximize nutrition. You can cut about 75 calories per tablespoon by switching from corn oil to olive oil. Now, a few years ago, a similar study found if you use olive oil on your salads, you not only increase the absorption of the carotenoids, but also the B vitamins, particularly folic acid. Now, one last point, I'm often asked what foods make up the Mediterranean diet. Well, olives and olive oil are a major part of the health-promoting and disease-preventing Mediterranean diet. But it also includes fish and fresh lean meat, abundant fruit and vegetables, whole grains, and of course, very little sugar and very little food additives. Well, today on Your Health, we'll be taking your calls for the entire day. Plus, we'll attempt to answer a few of the letters and emails you've sent to us. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Richard Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Are you one of the 25 million Americans who suffer from an autoimmune disease such as rheumatoid arthritis or lupus? Autoimmune diseases are caused by a misdirected immune system that attacks the patient as though their own cells are a foreign invader. You can manage the symptoms of an autoimmune disease by living a healthy lifestyle. Here's a strategy. Avoid unnecessary exposure to pollutants and chemicals. Eat a simple organic-based diet free of junk food, low in sugar and food additives. Avoid foods that seem to cause flare-ups of your disease, and stay active and exercise. Scientific research shows natural agents are of great benefit to the autoimmune disease patient. Yogurt helps to maintain normal bowel flora. Fish and flaxseed oil and noni juice calm inflammation. Vitamins and minerals provide nutrients for proper immune function. Keep fighting and don't ever give up. A positive attitude can make each day a little better.
Are you one of the 62 million Americans suffering from gastrointestinal problems? Do you struggle with other chronic conditions? That's why we offer Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics.
After years of research, we developed a revolutionary probiotic formula with gastrodefense technology. This system protects the good bacteria from stomach acid so the probiotics reach the intestines where they go to work. Additionally, we use live count technology to prolong the shelf life of the probiotics, so there's no need for refrigeration.
Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics is a powerful combination and one of the most effective formulas available today. And we offer a children's chewable formula too, both at prices you can afford. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. Welcome back, everyone. It's such a blessing to be with you today. I tell you, this show would not be here without you. It's about your health, and I tell you, it is such a blessing that Richard and I have to come and spend our days with you for health education. We hope everything is doing wonderful in your life. We want you to be healthy, and to help you, we have a customer appreciation sale going on today that is fabulous. This is just wonderful. It's going to be 50% off all your bionutrients, all those supplements that you need to stay healthy, 50% off by all the juices by the case, and then 50% off the skincare. Wow, that's a lot. And free shipping on orders over $50. Of course, it has to be in the mainland USA, but don't miss out. We want to talk to as many people as we can today to help you. Let's start by going straight to Missouri and welcoming Ray to the show. Hi, Ray.
Hello, Cindy.
Hello.
Hi.
Becker.
How are you doing, Ray? Thank you for calling today.
Oh, thank you for answering my call. It's a pleasure to talk with you guys.
Wow, pleasure's ours. How can we help you? What's on your mind?
Well, I just calling. I had gout. I get gout every now and then, and the medicine that the doctor prescribes me has such terrible side effects listed to it that I just don't feel like I should take it.
Which medicine did they prescribe?
It is alpurinol.
Oh yeah, okay. You know,
And it's just scary to read all of the side effects on that. And
how long have you had this gout, Ray?
well, probably about 2 or 3 years now.
Okay, did something happen? Did you gain some weight? Did you change jobs? What?
Well, no, you know, I don't know what it is. I can't think of anybody in my family who's ever had it. They say it's a hereditary thing, and but I've never had any problem. I just woke up one day, felt like my foot was broken.
Yeah, it's a very painful thing, this gout.
And so
you know,
what the doctor does every time that I get it, the only thing I know to do is to hobble into his office, and he gives me a steroid shot.
yeah, and you don't want to do. Now that steroid shot will work. It'll abort the attack within hours. However, you're paying a big price because steroids are fraught with side effects.
Right.
You know, well, let's give a little background. Gout is the accumulation of uric acid crystals in the joints. And these joints are actually, if you look at them under a microscope, Cindy, they look like a needle. And when you accumulate these needles in your joints, it causes intense pain and inflammation. It can be so painful. Podagra is the inflammation of the great toe, the hallux. That's the most common joint, but any joint can be inflamed from gout. People say when their big toe is inflamed from gout that Even laying a bed sheet on it hurts. Even a person walking by, the slight vibration that's transmitted through the floor up through the bed is enough to cause pain. So you're right, it is among the most exquisitely tender conditions we ever could encounter. There are some odd things about gout that will help you understand. You can have a high uric acid level, be 10, 12, 14, and never have an attack of gout. We like to see it at below 6, but the level doesn't always correlate with your propensity to have an attack. Certainly, the higher the level, the more likely you have an attack, but some people can have a gout attack when it's just barely above normal, okay? Here's the next thing. Uric acid is a metabolite of purines. Purines make up DNA. It's part of your DNA structure, and every food you eat, every food that has cells, which is virtually all our foods, there's plant cells, animal cells, as you digest and metabolize those purines, you create a uric acid byproduct, okay? Allopurinol helps to inhibit the enzyme that makes this uric acid. So you have either under-secretors or over-producers. That's basically how you develop gout, and the allopurinol helps both types because you cut back on your production, and that allows you to get rid of enough uric acid through the urinary tract that it doesn't accumulate in your joints. For years, doctors have told patients, eat a low purine diet. And that actually, recently they've discovered it makes very, very little difference. By restricting the purines in your diet, you can only drop your uric acid level a point and a half, maybe 2 if you're really, really careful. We do know that if you drink beer or distilled spirits, you're more likely to have gout attacks. We know if you drink milk, you're less likely, okay? But here are the basic things that help. Now let's talk about the other medicines. You have allopurinol. The brand name is Xyloprim. Bureau's welcome. It's been around a very long time. Most people tolerate it okay, but not everybody, Ray. And if your inner doctor's saying, I'm afraid of those side effects, I think you need to listen to that. If you take allopurinol during an attack, it can make it worse. If you start at a high dose of allopurinol, even if you don't have an attack, it can initiate attack. So allopurinol is something that you have to start low and build up. The next common drug is colchicine. Colchicine is an old-time medicine. It's been used for many, many years. It never passed FDA approval, and so they took it off the market. A drug company decided, we'll pay for the funding for the FDA testing, we'll get it approved, we'll give it a brand name, and nobody else can use it. They did that because colchicine works on gout, and the price of the pill went from 25 cents to $5 a pill. Okay? A lot of good that did us, FDA. You know, you've taken the price of a cheap, good medicine, quadrupled it plus, just to meet your rules. Well, there's good and bad about that. Colchicine is the next thing. Next category of medicines is uricosuric agents. These are agents, probenecid is the most common one, that tell the kidney to excrete more. The main problem with that type of treatment is that you can cause a kidney stone from uric acid if you're always excreting more. So medicines are helpful, steroids are helpful, but you pay a big price. Anti-inflammatory drugs are helpful. We've pretty well covered the gamut of gout. But I tell you, you got to prevent these attacks because it destroys joints. It will destroy and just ruin joints. You can't let it keep going. Here are the basic things you have to do. Let your doctor handle medicines. If you don't want to do medicine, I don't blame you. Number one, you have to drink more water. 3 liters a day, 3 quarts a day, essentially, drink more water. Ray, stop all high fructose corn syrup. Ray, do you like soda pop? Do you have things with high fructose corn syrup in it? Because we know now that it greatly exaggerates and amplifies the gout response. Can you stop all high fructose, Ray?
Yeah, I'm sure willing to do anything that I can to try to, get it under control or it doesn't happen again.
Start reading labels and stop it all. Now, sugar doesn't cause nearly the same reaction that the high fructose corn syrup does. But I don't want you to have a high sugar diet either. That's not healthy for you either. So, a little sugar in the tea or coffee. That's better than a soda pop with 12 ounces has 12 teaspoons of sugar or high fructose corn syrup. That's not good for the gout. So increase the water, stop high fructose corn syrup. Have some cherries every day. I want to send you some cherry extract. So you take, 6 or 8 capsules of this cherry extract. eat cherries when they're in season. Maybe get some canned cherries that once a week or so you'll open a can of cherries when it's out of season. Fresh is always best. Cherry extract is very helpful. It's handy. It's convenient. Handful of those. Some new information on vitamin D. We're learning that the lower the vitamin D level, the more likely the gout attack. So I want to send you a little vitamin D. And for the pain, noni juice. You know, I think noni and cordyceps together, because we know the cordyceps calms inflammation, roughly equivalent to cortisone, which is what you basically had in your shot. So a little cordyceps, a little noni, a little cherry extract, more water, and try to get into shape, Ray. If you put on some weight, slowly lose it. Rapid weight loss can initiate a gout attack. Be prepared for that. But slow, gentle weight loss, it's going to help the gout so much. That's way more on gout than I thought I knew. It just started flowing, honey.
Honey, that's a good plan, though, and that's going to help him a lot.
Ray, do you get that? Do you get the main points?
Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, the thing that I never could understand about it is never having it before, and then all of a sudden it just happens like that. Is it because of age, maybe, or? Yeah,
age, and slowly your uric acid level's creeping up. Maybe your vitamin D level has dropped to a critical point. You know, life's factors, stress makes it worse. If you've lost your conditioning and tone, it's going to make gout. Come on. You know, in the old days, it was thought of as only as a wealthy person's disease. You know, back in the old days, 200, 300 years ago, only wealthy people had enough money to get fat. That's how it used to be. Now, anybody can gain weight, right? Equal opportunity. That's our world today. But gaining weight is a major precipitator of gout. And losing weight can cause the gout to flare up. So that's very confusing. You know, the one thing you have to do is lose weight, but it can make it rough for a little while. Well, during that weight loss phase, drink a lot of water, get your vitamin D going, get the cherries going, and maybe we can prevent a flare. All right, your care package is coming, Ray. Thank you for the call. There are a lot of people listening for that gout advice. We have a break. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
I'm Cindy Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. Do you want to maintain your mental clarity? With people living longer, we need more research into the ways to lower the risk of dementia. Studies are showing us that people who regularly read books, complete puzzles, or solve word games like the Sunday crossword puzzle maintain their mental abilities longer than people who don't. We also preserve memory by maintaining social activities, such as volunteering, attending religious services, or regularly talking with friends and neighbors. And diet plays a big role as well. It's important to eat a nutritious diet free from heavy metals and chemical pollutants, and full of vitamins and the essential fatty acids which power the brain. These simple and important steps will help keep you mentally healthy for many years to come. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Is your life out of balance? It may be. The average American consumes far too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. This creates an imbalance.
So what can we do to get back in balance? We can eat a healthy diet.
And most of us need to supplement with omega-3 rich fish oil. Fish oil contains omega-3s with DHA and EPA, fatty acids that promote good brain and heart health. So reduce omega-6 in your nutritional plan and boost omega-3 to get back in balance.
To help you do that, BioInnovations offers 2 products, the Fish Oil Complex and Omega 369, both formulated for your health and well-being. So how do you choose? For highest levels of DHA and EPA, choose the Fish Oil Complex. For a balanced formula, choose the 369. Go online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. We're back, everyone, taking your calls the entire hour. Before we go to the next phone call, I have a question that came in from a viewer. This is quite interesting. Richard, this one is for you.
Okay.
Why, in your book, Foundations for Healing, did you suggest to stay away from peanuts?
Well, with the addressing of the intestinal dysbiosis and chronic yeast syndrome in the early stages, in the healing phase of this, we want to restrict our starches and sugars because yeast and abnormal bacteria, they feed off of a high sugar diet, okay? Now, peanuts are a legume. They're not a nut. They're a bean, okay? And that alone isn't a problem, but beans have a higher starch level. And so you'll be breaking out of your ketotic induced state that we're trying to achieve in the healing phase to get rid of all these hitchhikers in the gut. The other thing about peanuts is they grow in the ground, in the dirt, and every batch of them, every harvest is contaminated with fungi. It's just the nature of the beast. You remember that peanuts are a source of resveratrol. Resveratrol is a phytoalexin, a plant-based molecule that fights off infection. And peanuts make resveratrol to keep the fungi at bay. So you don't want to really introduce more fungi. We want low yeast foods during this healing phase. There's a third reason. Peanuts are among the most antigenic of our foods. And so many of you are having food reactions, food allergies, food sensitivities. It's integral to why you feel so bad. And getting rid of one of the most commonly associated foods with food allergies is a good idea for a lot of people. You know, as your health improves, you might be able to eat them again. But for a month, maybe, leave them off.
Well,
I think you see it helps a lot of people.
How we all eat peanut butter.
Yeah,
but
I
now
love it.
There's so many other nut butters that it's easy to have a substitution to still get that.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
Good answer. Well, Richard.
That was my thinking.
That was your thinking?
That was
I think it was a good idea.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the phones now, huh?
Let's do.
All right.
Let's do.
Let's go to New Mexico and welcome Sally. Hi there, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Cindy
You there?
And Dr. Becker.
Oh.
I want to thank you for your show because I've learned so much from it.
Well, thank you, Sally. To God be the glory.
That's right.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. Amen to... What's on your mind, girl?
Well, I'm calling to find out if there's anything that will help me. I have muscle atrophy from taking Lipitor.
Okay.
And I've been for several sessions of physical therapy. I've been exercising a lot, but I can't seem to get anywhere. My legs are still, you know, I have to use a walker and all that.
So, Sally, did you have what they call the rhabdomyolysis, the dissolving of the muscle due to Lipitor?
Yes.
Yeah. Has anybody checked your vitamin D levels? Because a recent study showed if this happens to you, if Lipitor makes your muscles hurt, if it dissolves your muscle away to any degree, it's much more likely to do this if you're vitamin D deficient. Has anybody checked you?
No, they haven't.
Well, I am highly suspicious that you are vitamin D deficient. You know, we need to keep talking about it because every program we have, someone shows the signs of vitamin D deficiency. Of course, the best way to know is to do a vitamin D blood level. Current standards are if you're below 20, you're deficient, 20 nanograms per milliliter. The new information, the new standard that's coming, we're not there yet. They're always slow. They're always behind. We know this. The new standard is 50 to 70, and in some conditions all the way up to 100 nanograms. 20 will prevent osteomalacia in an adult. 20 will prevent rickets in a child, but it won't prevent rhabdomyolysis when taking Lipitor. So, bottom line, if the cholesterol-lowering drugs, the statin drugs, make your muscles hurt, we know you're much more likely to be vitamin D deficient. So, I recommend you get your level checked, but if you can't do that, take 10,000 international units of vitamin D3 every day for 30 days. 10,000 a day for 30 days. Then go down to 4,000 to 6,000 international units a day based on your size. If you're a larger person, it's the higher end. If you're a smaller person, it's the lower end. If you're overweight, it's the higher end. You could even be a small person but overweight, it's still the higher end. Does that make sense, Sally?
Yes.
I think that's a really good idea for you. The other thing is we need a good protein source so you can build that muscle up as you're getting your conditioning back. And the PR Plus, a better way to go. Whey protein is outstanding for seniors who want to maintain their muscle mass. They've been able to prove that the branched chain amino acids in whey protein, we assimilate it better. And you get a higher percent of muscle build when you're exercising with whey protein than, say, egg or steak or any of the other common sources of protein. So that's a good thing for you. The other thing, B12 comes to mind. Have you ever had trouble with anemia, Sally?
Yes, I have. I had pernicious anemia.
Well, no wonder you're weak, kiddo. No wonder you're weak. Are you taking your B12 shots, or has it been a while?
It's been a while, but I am taking B12.
Good.
Every day I take
okay.
that.
How do you have one little pill, or how much? Because you may have to take a little higher dose.
It's one pill.
Okay. I want to send you a bottle of our sublinguals so you can kind of double your dose for a while. Then that's perfectly safe. There's no dose-related side effects to B12. You can take a lot of it. You won't need to, but I want you to take 2 every day. Take your vitamin D and your PR Plus. And the key to the PR Plus, the protein supplement, is when you go to physical therapy, take your protein within a half hour of your exercise. You know, after you're done, come home, take your PR Plus protein. Then as you're building muscles, your muscle has all the amino acids it needs to build up a good, strong muscle, okay? I also want to send you Foundations for Healing. And thank you for your call. Any other questions, dear?
No, thank you so much.
Do you like
enjoy
chocolate?
your program.
Oh, thank you. We have chocolate or vanilla. What would you like?
Chocolate.
All right, chocolate it is. Gotcha. Thank you, Sally.
Thank you so much, Sally. Let's go to Indiana now and welcome Patricia to the show. Hi, Patricia.
Hi there. Oh, I'm so glad to talk to you guys.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Hey, Patricia,
yes.
let's get your question,
All right.
and we may have to answer after the break, but go
That's
ahead. What's
fine.
on your mind, dear?
My question is, I had a 4-way bypass 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get off of some of this medication they've got me on because of side effects.
Be specific. Which ones? Because some
I
of
am
them...
on losartan,
Okay.
100 milligrams a day, and I can't pronounce the other one, metoprolol.
Metoprolol?
Yes.
That's probably the one that's caught. Does it make you tired and weak?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, beta blockers tend to do that.
Absolutely. And I'm also on Crestor Nightspan.
Crestor?
Crestor, yeah.
Patricia, it's impolite to ask a woman her age, but the doctor has to. May I ask your age?
I am 68.
68. Okay.
Years young, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love life, and this just kind of has just thrown me for a loop, you know, and I can't quite get back up to where I want to be.
Have any of your doctors checked your vitamin D level?
I am on vitamin D, yes.
Good.
50,000 once a week.
That's a good way to do it.
Yes.
That's a really good way to do it.
Well, that was another question. And I'm also on so many supplements. I love Dr. Sinatra's book, and I watched your show when he was on there, and I absolutely love that man. He is so healing to people.
He is. He has that type of soul that just comforts you and gives you confidence that everything's going to be okay.
And I am on the carnitine, CoQ10, D-ribose, magnesium, and I'm just trying to do it all. But I watched your show last week, and you talked about the mushroom complex and the cordyceps. I ordered both of those. Now, and my question is, can I overdo taking all of these things, you know, together?
Well, you know, we can. It is possible. But last year, let's see, Poison Control. This is the organization that is connected to every emergency room in the United States, every one of them. They reported, I want to get the facts right, there was something like 40,000 deaths due to accidental overdose of medicines. Another 10,000 or so from the intentional overdose of medicines, but zero deaths from supplement use. That's just poison control. Typically, every year, there are 8 to 10 people who die in North America because they took too many supplements. And I'm going to be honest with you, 9 out of 10 of these cases are with people with pronounced psychological problems. They obsess and they're compulsive. They can't stop taking things, and they take so much it makes them sick. But it's exceedingly rare, and I already know that you're not that type of person. Let's go to our break, Patricia, and when we return, let's outline you a plan that you can live with. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Becker with Your Health at a Glance. Have you or someone you love recently been diagnosed with cancer? It is projected by the year 2020, some 18 million Americans will be cancer survivors. The main reason for this upward trend is our treatments for cancer are better than ever. Our cancer medicines are much improved, and we know more about how cancer works. In addition, holistic principles of cancer care are becoming standard of care treatment. Plus, research centers are discovering natural substances with true benefits for the cancer patient. This is an age of wonder, as we can incorporate both mainstream medicine and the fields of complementary and anti-aging medicine into your plan to beat cancer. I'm a cancer survivor who's here to tell you that you have more tools than ever in your battle with cancer. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. For centuries, the herb astragalus has been a staple of traditional Chinese medicine. It's used to create a strong shield, protecting the immune system.
Astragalus is also used to support healthy heart and lung function.
There's even more. Astragalus helps to calm total body inflammation, a common cause of pain and chronic illness.
All of that without the use of medication.
That's right. Support your health the way nature intended with astragalus root.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Astragalus Root Extract. BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. Give us a call at 888-442-2128 or order online at bioinnovations.net and see what astragalus can do for your health. That number once again is 888-442-2128. Ask about the auto ship program for additional savings. Call today.
We're back, everyone. Just a reminder, it is Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations. We are here because of you. And to celebrate, we're having a great 50% off sale on all the bionutrients, on the juices, that's the Aloha juices by the case, the skincare products, and Dr. Becker's book. Free shipping on orders over $50, so don't miss out. You've got to get in on that today. Now, Richard,
yes,
you were talking to Patricia. She sounds so sweet.
Yes, she
and
does.
I know that you have
does.
developed a good plan to share for her.
Yeah, she had a bypass. 4 arteries were cleaned out or replaced so that the blood flow to the heart muscle continues on, and no ischemia and no infarction. Now, when people have had a heart attack, but here's the difference, you haven't had the heart attack. They prevented that. When people have a heart attack, they've been able to show with multiple studies, not just one or two, and not with just 100 people, with thousands of people. If you give that heart attack patient who survives a beta blocker, that's your metoprolol. If you give them a beta blocker, they're more likely to not have a second heart attack. It helps to prevent second heart attacks. They've also been able to show that you live longer if you take that. Now, you didn't have the heart attack, so I'm not so sure that that applies. Okay? That is not specifically your situation, Patricia. If your blood pressure is being controlled, maybe you can stop that beta blocker. And I have an opinion about medicine that I think a lot of the naturally minded people believe as well. If you take a medication, if you take a drug and it makes you feel terrible, what good is it doing you? That to me is telling me my body is rejecting this. I feel bad on this. What positive could come out when it makes you feel that bad? That's like Lipitor or a statin drug causing severe muscle pain and the doctor saying, you have to take it. Well, it gets so bad that you dissolve all your muscles and you can die from that. What good did that do that person? So you have to take it all in, Patricia, and you're a wise person. Now, I'm going to complicate this a little further. That's the metoprolol, the beta blocker. Now, what about the statin drugs? You're on a, well, are you on a statin drug, Patricia? Are you on, you know, like Lipitor or anything like that?
Crestor, which is
Crestor,
similar
you told me
to
that.
Lipitor.
Crestor, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And they both give me side effects.
Yes.
And
Now,
I have half the dosage I am taking now.
okay. Here's the thing on the statin drugs, and the age is 68, by the way. Interesting coincidence. At age 68 and up, they've never been able to prove that taking a statin drug does any good for people. And it's only been recently that they've been able to show that statin drugs prevent heart disease in women. If you watch the commercials, the vast majority of people in the statin drug ads are all men, the vast majority. And just recently, a couple of, and I think Crestor was one, that they were able to show it did help prevent heart disease in women. But they've never done this in seniors. But others have done this study to show that it does more harm than good. So we're assuming that statin drugs help seniors prevent a second heart attack or the first one. Well, that data is not quite so clear. But from the perspective of the doctor, if all you have is a hammer in your toolbox, everything's going to be a nail. I'm going to hit it with Crestor every time. But we have other options. So you didn't have the heart attack. There's no diabetes. There's no smoking. Is the blood pressure under control, Patricia?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I can't make that decision for you. But I will say this. I wouldn't take them. I would be absolutely sure that my blood pressure's down. Okay, here's what you need to focus on. If your blood pressure goes up, you got to take something. It has to come down. That'll bring back a heart attack faster than anything you can do, is let that blood pressure run amok. Okay, so the blood pressure has to come down. You have to be fit. You cannot gain any kind of weight with this. As you gain weight, you're creating a diabetic-like state, you know, and that's going to plug up your arteries again. You've got to keep your Heart Smart plan going. You have to nourish the heart. It has to have those energy transferring components, the CoQ10, the L-carnitine, the D-ribose, the magnesium, the fish oil. Those are far more important than any medicine you can take. I believe that, okay? I don't know if I can show you a series of studies that proves that, but I believe that. And Dr. Sinatra believes, I shouldn't speak for him, but he sat in this very studio with us and told the world that this is the most important thing you can do for your heart. So that's very important. You've got to have your vitamin D level up, okay? You've got to trust in God, because I can tell you're a faith-based person, and it's very important for us in our health. You have to commingle with people who are like-minded so we feel we're not alone. All these things are important. So keep track of that blood pressure. Make sure it stays. And a little cholesterol is not your problem. A 210 cholesterol isn't your problem, especially if you've never had a heart attack. We can lower cholesterol levels with the medicinal mushrooms. It works tremendously. When I started the medicinal mushrooms, this is me personally, I went from a 280 cholesterol down to 180 in months. It just, whoa, that dropped in like crazy. I'd always had a low cholesterol until I went through chemotherapy for cancer, and it shot up. I don't know why, it did. But to get it down, I went on the medicinal mushrooms, whew, dropped it just perfectly. And I got all the other advantages of the medicinal mushrooms, the beta-glucans and the anti-cancer and all that stuff. Well, what do you think of that, Patricia? Does that give you something to work with?
Oh, it does. And you know, during all of this, too, my energy level. It is hard to exercise when you don't have energy.
Oh, for sure. That's the beta blocker and the lipid-lowering drugs, and probably the beta blocker primarily. Now, one little bit of advice, if you decide to go off that beta blocker, you have to do it slowly, because your system has gotten used to blocking adrenaline, and if you stop the blocker, all of a sudden you have too much adrenaline. So you have to wean off it over a couple weeks. Just cut your pills up. But there, you've got to talk to your doctor. They've got to be on board with everything. And sometimes we need new doctors. You know, if you have a conflict of interest in philosophy, there are so many doctors now who practice alternative and are open to working with the patients. You know, it's not just about drugs, it's about the other things as well. And I think Patricia gets that. And I applaud your efforts, and your questions are right on. We have a break. We'll be back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
Our hope for you today. I'm Cindy Becker. Christian counselor Dr. Henry Brandt wrote, "To dwell above with the saints we love, that will be grace and glory. But to live below with the saints we know, well, that's another story." Throughout our lives, we encounter difficult people. These souls challenge the best of us. But the Apostle Paul suggested that we maintain our grace in spite of the actions of others. Paul wrote, "If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." Paul acknowledged it may not be possible in all cases, but we should still do our best. Try to look at difficult people through Christ's eyes. Remember, his sacrifice was for everyone, even those saints we know who challenge us. I'm Cindy Becker. This is our hope for you today.
Vitamin D deficiency is at epidemic levels in the United States. Chances are you aren't getting enough of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D is one of the most important molecules in the human body. It's required for the proper function of nearly 4,000 genes and 1,000 metabolic chemical reactions.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Vitamin D3. Now, supplementing with vitamin D is safe and affordable.
Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to poor immune function, depression, cardiovascular disease, bone disease, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Starting supplementing vitamin D today for better health tomorrow.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-2128. That's 888-442-2128. Or order online at bioinnovations.net.
We're back, everyone. Let's go to Kentucky and welcome Tara to the show. Hi, Tara.
Hello, Cindy. Hello, Dr. Becker.
Hi.
How are you today, Tara?
Oh, I could feel better.
You good? Well, tell us about it. What's the problem?
Okay, this has been going on for several years now.
Uh-huh.
I've been passing out.
Passing out?
I've had depression, migraines, fatigue, anxiety attack, fast heart rate, endometriosis, muscle spasms, constipation, or diarrhea. Just too many to
How many doctors have you been to?
I've been to at least 20.
Oh, my word. Has anybody checked your vitamin D level? Because you just read to me the exact description of severe vitamin D deficiency.
No.
Nobody has, have
Not
they?
that I know of.
Do you take vitamin D? Do you sunbathe? Do you go to a tanning bed or anything that would raise your vitamin D level?
Well, I sunbathe when I can. I've got 2 small children, so.
Uh-huh. Okay. Tara, I know this is hard for you, and I'm so sorry, and we want to help you. Was there ever a time in your life when you had none of these worries, and it was easy to deal with problems, and you felt good? Has it ever been that way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long ago?
I've probably, about 10 years ago.
Okay. Was there a major event? Did you have a car crash, an operation, divorce, something, a crime against you?
Well, I had a stroke whenever I was 13 months old.
A stroke at 13 months?
I had a stroke at 13 months old. I was at Vanderbilt Hospital in Tennessee, and they never knew what happened or why it happened.
My word.
And ever since then, they told me I wouldn't be able to walk or talk. I'd always have seizures and stuff like that. But thank the Lord, nothing like that's ever happened.
Okay. Okay.
So,
but that was it. That was as a little baby, and then you grew, developed. Life was good. You were excited about the possibilities, and then all of a sudden, it all goes to pot.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Now, the only thing the doctors can figure out, I've been to neurologists, endocrinologists, every doctor you can imagine. I have an enlarged thyroid with a nodule.
Have they checked it out?
They have done blood work, and it's been zooming up and down the scales, but within normal range.
Okay, but this nodule on the thyroid gland, did they do a scan?
They done an ultrasound.
Okay. Well, you know, when you have a nodule or a knot, a bump on your thyroid,
yes, sir.
A thyroid scan, this is a radioactive test, and it takes up the base ingredients of the thyroid hormone. It takes it up into the gland, and you can tell if that nodule is making hormone or not. And if it's a nodule that makes hormone, they're almost always benign. If it's a nodule that's cold, it's called a cold, it's not making hormone, those are usually benign but can be cancerous. So you may need that study. You know, low thyroid, thyroid disease, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, thyroiditis, all these different things that would cause knots on nodules on the thyroid, that can cause depression. There's no doubt about that. But I think the cart's before the horse. You need your vitamin D level. Have any of these hotshot doctors ever tested your vitamin D level, ever?
Not that I know of. They've never asked.
Well, see, what are you to do? You spend every dime you have to go to the specialists at the big hospitals, and Vanderbilt's one of the best hospitals in the world, not just Tennessee. That is in Tennessee, yes. It's one of the best in the world, okay? But it just makes my heart so heavy because I know what y'all are dealing with. I get this. You go to the doctor and you say, you know, it sounds like I have a vitamin D deficiency or an omega-3 deficiency, but we've been through so much, I want to do the test. And the doctor looks at you like, who are you telling me what to do? You know, that's what they're telling you with their eyes, right? Who are you to tell me what to do? So what are you supposed to do? Write your own orders? Nobody will do that. You're not a doctor. You can't write your own orders. So I'll tell you what you do, Tara. You start taking vitamin D. You start taking care of yourself, all right? I want to send you some things that I think will make a difference. Do I know they will? No, I don't. But it's worth a try because these are all essential nutrients, at least most of these. There are a couple things. Noni's not an essential nutrient, but these are all essential nutrients that we all need, okay? So there's no harm in taking them. I want to send you B-complex, and I want to send you B12, sublingual B12. Any nerve problem, think of B12. Always think of that. Fish oil, and I want you to take 6 grams a day of fish oil. That's 6 capsules a day, all right? I want you to take vitamin D. Now pay close attention. 10,000 units a day for 30 days, and then 5,000 units a day, okay? I want to send you 2 bottles. That's 200 pills. You work out the math, but 10 a day for 30 days, then 5 a day thereafter, okay? I want to send you a little SAMe to help boost the mood. I want to send you some magnesium gel to rub on your skin and magnesium chelate to take internally to raise your magnesium level. I want to send you noni, okay? A couple ounces of noni every day. And I also want to send you curcumin. I don't remember the institution, but I remember 2 studies that showed curcumin helps with endometriosis by 2 different mechanisms. And when you combine vitamin D with the curcumin, it becomes synergistic because they're associating low vitamin D levels with endometriosis, polycystic ovarian disease, dysmenorrhea, painful periods, all of that. All of that is associated with it. When you're low in vitamin D, the hormone system goes awry. I want to send you Foundations for Healing, and you hang in there. Help is on the way. I think this is going to help her. It's going to take 30 to 60 days before she says, you know what, that Dr. Becker knows what he's doing. But I think you're going to find this to be true, okay? And then you know what? You owe it to that doctor to tell him, vitamin D saved my life. How come you don't know that? If more patients would say that, we could get past this vitamin D deficiency epidemic we have. And I've talked way past my time. Is that it for today? Thank you for your kind attention. We'll be back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off bionutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Richard Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Does acid reflux keep you hooked on antacids? If so, you may be suffering from GERD, which stands for gastroesophageal reflux disease. GERD affects at least 20% of the adult population. In fact, Americans spend hundreds of millions of dollars per year on medicines to treat GERD. This is unfortunate because these medications have side effects. They can cause additional digestive problems, and they lead to nutrient deficiencies, such as the depletion of vitamin B12. Fortunately, there are simple lifestyle changes that can reduce the symptoms of GERD. Avoid lying down or exercising within 2 hours of eating. Lose weight because obesity worsens symptoms. Limit foods that cause GERD, such as fried, fatty foods, mints, chocolate, and caffeine. To improve digestion, eat a diet rich in fiber, yogurt, and drink lots of water. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. Can you lower your risk of disease? The answer is yes. One way is by including fruit in your diet. Fruit contains valuable nutrients that can reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers.
We've searched the world and found 4 fruits we believe are among the best. Noni from Polynesia, acai from the Amazon, and 2 new ones, goji and mangosteen.
These 4 juices each have amazing properties that make them great additions to your nutritional plan. If you're a diabetic or have chronic pain, these juices will help you feel better and have more energy. Plus, they help with digestion.
Now you can experience the health-promoting benefits of all 4 in one convenient package we call the Fruits of the World 4-pack. And remember, it's 50% off by the case.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. Your Health is brought to you by BioInnovations, trusted products for your health and well-being.
We're back, everyone. Let's go to Missouri and welcome Janice to the show. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Cindy, and hi, Dr. Becker.
Hi, Janice. I hear you've had some bad news.
Yes, I have. First, I want to thank you for taking my call, and thank you for having this show.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. To God be the glory.
my question is I'm facing some radiation here on the 19th of this month.
Okay.
And I want to know what can I do to lessen the side effects of this radiation.
Can you tell me real quick why we're having radiation?
I had 2 lumpectomies on the right breast, and they want to do radiation now. They tell me that I have no cancer, but they want to do radiation.
Well, we don't have any technology that assesses each and every cell, and you could have tiny little nests of cancer cells that elude detection that can come back, and that's the purpose of the radiation and even chemotherapy in cases similar to this. Try to prevent that from happening. I'm glad you called, because when we take some special nutrients prior to radiation therapy, we can dramatically decrease radiation side effects. It's after the damage is done that we can't do much. And that's usually when people call and say, I had radiation for this, that, and the other, and I'm miserable. And I go, I will try, but I can't promise you much. If we do this before, and when I say before, let's say you have radiation scheduled at 9 o'clock. You'd want to take this at 8 o'clock and then at 10 o'clock. Before and after the radiation, immediately before and after, and this will make a difference for you. First thing is beta-glucans. Beta-glucans are immune-modulating molecules extracted from yeast cells, okay? There's no yeast in it. You won't have any trouble with the yeast syndrome. It's extracted. And it has, let me give you this fact. The U.S. Army did a study looking for antidotes for radiation poisoning, and they took a group of 100, they took a group of rats and exposed it to the LD100, meaning lethal dose, 100% death rate. Every rat dies, okay? Every rat dies. You give the same group of rats or related rats, not the same ones because those others are gone now, give them 1 dose of beta-glucan, expose them to radiation, that lethal dose, 70% survive. Okay? Well, that's just one example. There's been many, many studies that show beta-glucans. I'm going to list them, and I'm going to send these to you. Beta-glucans, curcumin, grapeseed extract, resveratrol, probiotics, the medicinal mushrooms. All of these help to prevent collateral radiation damage. Okay? Now, you also need to boost your vitamin D level, because we know between 80 and 90% of all breast cancer patients present to the oncologist with their cancer and a tragically low vitamin D level. So vitamin D is on your way. Beating Cancer with Nutrition by Dr. Patrick Quillen is immensely helpful for the cancer patient of any type of cancer. And I want to send to you Foundations for Healing, along with a little noni juice that'll help you through this journey that you're about to impart. Take your dose before, take the dose after. I'm also going to send some therapeutic skin cream to rub on the skin in any areas you're going to be radiated. That has noni and beta-glucan in it. It's immensely helpful. Don't forget the back, too, because the radiation goes all the way through. All right. I think that's going to help her. Another great show with great questions today. Don't forget your vitamin D, folks. We all need it, and we need more than we're getting. Thank you for your attention. We'll see you again tomorrow, folks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Did you know not all bacteria is bad? Probiotics are healthy, beneficial bacteria which provide life-giving support for your intestines. Add foods like fermented cabbage, coconut, or miso that supports the good bacterial balance in your gut. Real foods like this boost your nutrient assimilation, plus you'll feel great. It's not crazy, just healthy.
Next time on The 3, you'll learn how past trauma can actually affect your health. And we'll be joined by my personal nutritionist, Elizabeth Reed.
You can have trauma from absence of things. So a lot of people think, nothing bad ever happened to me. But they don't realize that the absence of something they needed and didn't get actually can create the same trauma